Muslims of Iran, and the only place they have survived is India. When they came, they were received, their fire temples were built. They are so much a part of India that even though there are only 60,000, today the Chief Justice of India is a Parsi. Till yesterday the Air Force Air Marshal was a Parsi, the Attorney General was a Parsi. There are Parsis in all key positions, but nobody talks about them, that they are getting disproportionate share. So it's a record. Even when we were in conflict with the Buddhists, it was by discussion. Even the word Dravid came in this discussion when Shankaracharya went to Varanasi to challenge Mandana Mishra. And the first question was asked of Shankaracharya, who are you? He said, I'm Dravida Shishu. Shishu means child, and Dravida means the sandhi of two words thrown with, which means where the three oceans or the three coastlines meet. Dravid is a southern India concept. It has got nothing to do with Varna, it has nothing to do with caste. But the British brainwashed and created a Dravida movement, out of which Karunanidhi came. And he told me one day that all Dravidas are non-Brahmins and Aryans are all Brahmins. So I said, then tell me one thing. How has Rahul Dravid got the name Dravid? He had no explanation. I told him, Ravan, you celebrate Ravan Leela every year. You believe Ravan is your god. But do you know that Ravan was a Brahmin? Yeah. He didn't agree. I bought the Tamil Ramayana, Kambad Ramayana to show him. Since then he has stopped talking about Ravan. He only talks about Rama. When I was arguing this Ram Setu case in Supreme Court, he says, who's Swamy to say this is Ram Setu? Did Ram build it? Has he got an engineering degree from some college? He fell sick the next day and he was admitted to Ramchandra Medical Hospital. So I wrote him a letter, get well soon, at least Rama has got an MBBS, you can be sure of that. Now this kind of thing is now permitted in different ways in India. And one of them is this Hindu terror. WikiLeaks says that Rahul Gandhi told the American diplomat that more dangerous than Lashkar-e-Toiba and Islamic terrorism is Hindu terror. I always knew he was a moron, but this was a confirmation. He spent 3 months in Harvard University on an industrialist donation quota. One family friend who is an industrialist based in London gave $11 million to Harvard Medical School. So he got an admission. In the 3 months he was in Harvard, before they asked him to go home, he had been 3 times for detoxification for narcotics. And Congress party says, make him Prime Minister. Your overseas Congress one, Malhotra, Dr. Malhotra. He says, please take good care of him. What happened when Sonia Gandhi filed a defamation case through this Malhotra filed a defamation case against Kataria? She didn't have the nerve to come on the witness box, and the suit was dismissed on the very first hearing. These charges were published in a full-page advertisement of the New York Times. Now, they are attacking Ramdev. Only reason he is wearing Bhagavad Kapda, therefore he is being attacked. Digvijay Singh says he's taken black money because he's taking money in cash. And that is corruption. How is that corruption? Corruption can only take place if a public official misuses the office to benefit somebody in return for the money that he got from him. That is corruption. I'm a corrupt fellow, I carry cash in my pocket, I take a taxi and give the taxi driver some cash. Does it mean that the taxi driver is also corrupt? When a sadhu accepts dakshina, how is he going to decide whether it's corruption or not? Now, thanks to Chidambaram, we don't even know whether the currency we have in our hand is printed in Pakistan or is printed in India. Because the currency paper is not produced in India. So Mr. Chidambaram decided that a De La Rue company in London will buy from that. Our intelligence bureau people said, please don't do that, because they sell to currency paper for printing Pakistan currency onto Pakistan. But he overruled them. And then after that, ISI, when it found out, they went and bought currency paper from De La Rue, and they printed it, and through Nepal, today 30% of our currency in our country is printed by ISI in Pakistan. And that's how the terrorists are able to finance themselves. This is the people who are calling us Hindu terror. In 2007, there was a Samjhauta Express train explosion. The government of India prepared voluminous reports saying that this is Lashkar-e-Toiba's work, and sent it to the United States saying that please ensure that Lashkar-e-Toiba is declared as a terrorist organization. The United States sent it to FBI and CIA, and then they also added some documents and were sent to the UN Security Council. And the UN Security Council declared Lashkar-e-Toiba as an international terrorist organization. Now they're saying, no, that was not done by Lashkar-e-Toiba. It was done by Swami Asimananda and some Hindu terrorists. Americans are not accepting it. Even now in the Hadley trial, they are continuing to say that the Samjhauta Express was the work of Lashkar-e-Toiba. How can you do such a somersault? Just because the Home Minister has changed, therefore the whole idea is to change. There is no Hindu terror, because Hindu terror must be a group which wants to, by violence, bring about Hindu Rashtra in India. There is no such group. Even if we accept the government version of these who have been arrested under Hindu terror, it is that these people wanted to teach the Muslims a lesson for their explosions. There is no talk of overawing the Muslim population or the Hindu population to establish the Hindu Rashtra, for which is the definition. After all, what is the Islamic terror? They want to establish Darul Islam in India by overawing the Indian people. And that's why it is called terrorists. Some violent people, 4 or 5 people, violent people, even if we accept the government's version of it, doesn't make it Hindu terror. And therefore, this government has become bankrupt. And they are therefore saying this. Our enemies are focusing on our brain. They are trying to impact our brain so that you become defensive. You have an inferiority complex, being called yourself a Hindu. Numbers don't matter. We may be 1 billion people, of which 800, 900 million people may be Hindus. But the numbers don't matter in the end, finally. It's not sufficient. Numbers are important, but not sufficient. If you have 1,000 goats standing in one place and one tiger comes, the majority is the goats. But on seeing the tiger, they will all run away. These goats are enough kick in their back hind, their legs, that if they all together started kicking the tiger will run away or die. But they don't, because their mind is frightened. So they go helter-skelter. They say India's GDP is growing, we are becoming world power. Strength is not enough. You go to a circus and you see 5 lions, all very strong, well-fed, and one thin, wiry ringmaster. He's inside a cage. Each of those lions can kill that fellow, the ringmaster. But ringmaster orders the lion, climb up, and cracks the whip. And these lions all quietly climb up. This is called the mindset. That is our problem. The Hindu is too timid.